Digimon. Digimon was one of my favorite shows as a kid. Among, the usual titles like Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, the Tenchi Muyo Gundam lineup that they had after school and before school and on Saturday mornings and the like. So I'm an extremely observant person, and I just found out that Digimon is on Netflix. So while I've been watching it while I've been doing other stuff, crafts and cooking and cleaning, giving me lots of nostalgic feels as well as new ones. As a kid, it was the height of the day after school to gather around the TV with my brother and sister and watch what little children's anime was cable TV had to offer, like Tenchi Muyo, Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, a few other different type of shows like Gundam, and Digimon. That is, after our grandfather was done watching MASH. It was one of my favorite shows as a kid, because of course it plays into the few things of I was about the same age as it was coming out, as I was its target audience. As all children have delusions of grandeur of being special, and also cool monsters and fights and world traveling and saving the world. That's always a good thing in your series. I had action figures, I had Digivice. Don't even get me started on how much shit I flipped when the movie came out. But now rewatching it as an adult, I realized there are a few more things to its content. 1. The writing is hella corny. Puns and bad one-liners just fill the script. And it suffers from what a lot of children's anime suffered from in the 90s and early 2000s, like bad translating, and if not right, just some plain outright rewriting, because children can't handle other cultures. 2. Despite these kinds of things, I think it still holds up. It's no masterpiece by any means, but it does what it needs to do. I think it's good at what it does. 3. There were some points in the plot arc with Myotismon when the kids were back in the physical world, and all I could think about was those poor parents. Like when Myotismon separates children from the parents, and he segregates them to search for the 8th child, and it's just these parents wondering about, as a child, I was like, those children are really scared. This is awful and scary. But now as an adult, while I don't have any children of my own, I relate largely with those parents being separated from the children, not being able to protect them. Then there's a cool point where these adults just rise up and fight these outright monsters from another plane that have been killing people. They just rise up and they attack them with the things that are in the convention center, like brooms and chairs. It's just really badass. And yes, I say dying, I mean dying. There's no fainting like in Pokemon. These people outright die. Digimon die. They go over this theme that some of the Digimon that help the Digidestined in the digital world and in real life die. Wizardmon! 4. The digital world is kinda creepy at times. I can't help but analyze how sinister it can be. Down to the telephones that call to nowhere. The random train car on the island. Full-on abandoned cities where they're made for people. There are some things that are accustomed, they're made for Digimon. This is a Digimon society. It's largely forest, but there's electrical and machine Digimon. But there are things that are purposefully definitely there, that was made for a human to access. And then I can't help but think, did there used to be people? are entities like Genii and other like ancient beings that have human-esque, but they're not Digimon and they're not people. And what are they? It's like the SCP Foundation might be involved. I don't know. Also, with reflection, Joe and Wizardmon were totally my first TV crushes. So yeah, go out and watch Digimon, cause it's awesome. Did you like this story? Help support Memoirs of a Gretchen by subscribing, liking, or even just leaving a comment. If you'd like to hear a certain topic, say so in the comments, and if I have a story that fits it, I'll tell it. PG-13 though, please. Think of the children! Just remember, it's a true story.